Hi, Charlene here with another daily quickie. Welcome to my channel. Hey, it's Friday. Don't expect me to be looking glamorous so early. I have a bit of advice, and I really try not to give advice. Even when I was a counselor, I did not give advice. I have a way of looking at life, and I always think that each of us come into this existence and we are responsible for ourselves. Even when we seek help from others, we are still responsible for ourselves. And so for me, I don't think that I have the authority to tell anybody how to live their life. So for want of a better word, I'm going to give a little bit of advice. For anybody out there who decides to give their heart to somebody else, to share your heart, because I don't think you really give your heart. Because if you really gave your heart away, can you imagine the way some people can trample it? What would be left of you? So when you decide to share your heart, your love with someone else, just remember that you better be sure and clear that you love yourself. Make sure you have enough whole heap of love for yourself, so that when you share it with someone, and let's say the person takes it, they accept it, and everything is going good. What if that person suddenly decides to leave, or just don't seem to appreciate the love that you have been sharing with them? What will happen to you? It can be devastating. This is why and again, I'm going to use the word advice. I will advise you to make sure, protect your heart, guard it, and make sure you have a lot of love for yourself. Love yourself, work on self-love. Self-love is not something we were taught. We were taught to be unselfish. We were taught to love others. We were taught to do things for others. And when we don't, we get criticized or talked about in negative ways. But for me, my experience on planet Earth, and I'm 59 in 3 months I'll be 59. I have learned that loving ourselves is key. It's paramount to our survival, especially when our hearts get shattered or broken or stomped on, or simply when somebody decides to take their love away from you. What will be left of you if the only love you were depending on was the other person's love? What would become of you? So this is very important. And like I said, it's a little bit of advice. Make sure. And some of the ways to love yourself is to get to know yourself, become more self-aware, have a concept of yourself that makes you feel good about yourself, work on yourself. If it means that you have to step away from relationships for a while, just so you can work on yourself, get to know who you are. Get to know yourself from deep within. You know your idiosyncrasies, your strengths, your weaknesses, and we all have weaknesses and we all have strengths too. Work on your strengths. The weaknesses, try and see ways to work on them. Let me tell you, you'll never be a perfect being. In fact, I want to redefine the word perfect. You are a perfect being as you are. It doesn't mean you can't work on yourself. I don't use the word perfection in the context of whole, complete, everything is perfect, all perfectly all right. Perfection is just who you are right now at this moment. And is there a desire to work on yourself? Well, each of us should pursue working on self more. So that, like I said, when you can't depend on somebody to share their love with you or to love you, then you are still a whole person. Because when we share our love with people, whether it's in a romantic way or maybe your children, your family, your friends, when people withdraw their love from you, sometimes it feels as if your world is coming to an end, right? But not so. If you have sufficient self-love, it will shake you, it will disappoint, it will hurt you. But then you have that to fall back on. You have the love of yourself to fall back on. And let me tell you, self-love is a beautiful thing. It allows you to get up, get moving, keep it moving, even after you've been disappointed. Of course, you're going to feel paralyzed for a little while, but it's temporary paralysis. It means that you will be able to get up and move again and love again. That's the one thing with our hearts. It isn't short of love. We can love and love and love and love all over again, because it's almost like our heart is a reservoir that keeps filling up. I don't believe that you can totally lose the ability to love. I don't think, unless you've chosen to just shut down. But the heart is filled with love, and it's endless. So take care of yourself, practice self-love. Remember, it's your responsibility to love yourself. It is not on somebody else. So take care of yourself. Be good. I'm going to leave you with peace, love. I'm sharing my love with you, sending you positive vibrations on this Friday, and ask that you stay safe. All right? Blessed love. Thanks for watching.